Guys!
Welcome back, everybody.
Whoa!
Howdy.
I don't know what's going on. Something where we haven't done the school festival yet, right?
No, school festival has not happened yet. It will be, though.
All right. Oh, freaking
Eventually.
I'm still mad we're not doing a maid cafe for that.
I mean, could still happen. You never know.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Are you sure that's a good idea? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Oh, that's right. Sayori's having a moment, right?
Yeah.
That's right. She's close to death. I forgot about that.
Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also hate the voices I give Monica. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyway.
Oh, alright. Fair enough, then. I just hope she's more receptive to you than she was with me. Monica pauses, studying my worried facial expression. The warmth of her smile reflects in her eyes.
Hey, do me a favor real quick. Could you go click over to Audacity for me?
Sure.
I don't care if this is on the recording. What does it say?
Yeti Nano.
Okay, go to the OBS now, the game capture.
Uh-huh.
Okay, desktop's recording,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Stop. Okay, good. Okay. I just realized we didn't do that.
I did.
I was not about to let that happen. Oh, goodness.
Also, I don't know anything about how that works. You really care about her, don't you? Oh, this sounds like an insult. Would I gather you've been friends for a while? Just friends.
Yeah, we've been childhood friends for as long as I can remember.
You're never gonna get closer.
I have a photo gallery that suggests otherwise.
Oh, God!
Make it stop. Disgusting.
Although before I joined the club, we had been drifting a lot. I hate thinking that she's been like this before without me around to help her.
Hey, I know it's hard, TCC. It's never easy seeing a friend suffer. But for what it's worth, she's lucky to have someone so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for it. You can't always be there for everyone.
I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides.
That's because the foreshadowing going on is so thick we cut it with a knife.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, sorry, I had phlegm in my throat. Hey, she's been a lot happier since you joined the club, you know.
Maybe if you stop chewing tobacco before we recorded, dude.
It's so gross.
You don't like
And
fiberglass?
I'm a smoker. I'm a smoker, but I think dip is like the nastiest shit.
Why?
Because you have to spit it out, and it's always into a receptacle for some reason. You ever seen a bottle of tobacco spit? It's disgusting.
Where else are you gonna spit it in the on Mother Earth?
I don't know. I guess I would rather that probably.
You want a disgusting thought? Like the thought of that canister, that receptacle. The thought of that being poured out into like disposal, whether it be like a sink, a toilet, a trash can.
I don't want to think about. I don't want to think about that.
Think
Stop.
about it.
It's a plant. It goes back to the earth.
It's a plant. There's like fiberglass in there. That's not a plant. You go find me a fiberglass tree right now. Let me know how that turns out.
I don't think there's any fiberglass in chew. There definitely is in like menthol cigarettes.
Well, I thought at one point I'd heard that they put bits of fiberglass in chew too because it helps cut your gums so that the tobacco goes through your bloodstream.
Huh? Really?
Wes can put like the wiki up. For chew tobacco right now so we can like just make everybody aware of the reality. I'm sorry, what is
I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Huh? Really?
You know I brought it up, but yeah, she told me she was kind of surprised at first and she didn't expect you to want to join. But when she got over that, she enjoyed having you around. Anyway, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her and see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine, don't you worry.
I sure hope so. Let's just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help.
I'm always right. I wrote this game.
You're too kind, TCC. Nothing to thank me for. Certainly not the creation of this game.
The world you exist in currently.
She stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet. I sigh and sit myself down.
And she's just whispering, kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice that Yuri is peering over her book at me. Realizing that she's staring, she timidly hides behind her book.
Feed me, TCC. I'm hungry.
Feed me all night long.
No, just some chocolate.
Just chocolate.
Did she overhear the stuff about Sayori? Perhaps she can help.
She can hear everything.
I walk over to where Yuri's sitting and slide into the desk next to her.
There's no mouth. I'm sorry if I was distracting you. I didn't mean to stare at you like that. It's just I'm trying to read in the literature club and there are people talking and it's pretty hard to read when people are talking, okay?
Yuri, it's okay. You're not bothering me at all. She sighs, appearing somewhat relieved.
Oh, thank goodness. I see. Well, I couldn't help but notice you were deep in thought. Is there something on your mind, TCC?
Well, yes, actually, but how could you tell? She gently flicks a page in her book back and forth, rubbing her thumb gingerly against the corners.
Ooh, paper cut impending. I'm usually alone with my thoughts, so I know what to look for.
Oh!
Not that I was specifically watching you or anything. Oh dear, I hope you don't think that's weird of me. Taking inventory.
Don't worry about it. I think being so perceptive is kinda cool. Perhaps you could help me with something, Yuri. Her curiosity piqued. She folds the page she was reading slightly to mark it for later, then shuts the book and turns to me.
Are you sure I'm the right person for that?
No.
I do.
We don't have anybody else, though.
You seem to have your head on right, so you'll probably give me great advice.
Wow. Famous last words, am I right?
Power of perception is like 0 for this guy.
I know, he's like a brick wall. I see, well, I'll do my best, I suppose. Guys, sorry, there's an air conditioner in here, it's hot.
It's like 90 degrees outside.
So it's not getting turned down much farther.
Okay,
bad.
so I guess the main issue is actually, have you noticed anything up with Sayori?
Sayori?
She glances over to Sayori, who's totally oblivious to what's happening around her. Yeah, things just seem really different, you know? Like she's not herself. I tried to ask her about it, and she just told me she was tired, but I'm not so sure. Yuri idly taps at her book with her finger, apparently thinking things over.
That must be quite worrying for you. I'm sorry to hear she's not feeling well. Forgive me if this isn't an appropriate question, but do you mind asking me how long you've known each other?
I don't mind asking, you know.
Did I read that wrong? That's because I was trying to look at the timer! Some father time, too!
Gosh, as long as I can remember, really. We hung out a lot as kids, but as we got older, we kind of drifted apart. Since I've been coming to the club, though, I've had the opportunity to spend a bit more time with her. Yuri nods contemplatively.
Okay, well, perhaps she doesn't feel comfortable sharing what's ailing her. That's not to say she doesn't think of you as a good friend.
She just doesn't want you to know how suicidal she is.
Jeff, did you hear her poem? She, basically bottles it all up. You just, haven't really seen much of each other recently, have you? Forgive me if that sounds too harsh. You're like next-door neighbors, you haven't seen each other in a long time. It doesn't really make much sense, but...
I've placed my hand on Yuri's shoulder. She tenses up for a split second, but quickly eases down again. Yuri, trust me. If you were bothering me, I'd tell you. You need to stop apologizing so much. It's really okay.
It's really annoying.
I squeezed the shoulder. So sorry, I mean...
I let out a soft laugh. She's very sincere. It's quite endearing. I understand where you're coming from, though. Perhaps I'll need to work my way up to that level of connection with her again. Yuri folds her arms and tilts her head to the side, allowing her long violet hair to droop down over the desk.
Just like a dog when you tell them if they want a treat, you know what I mean? Guys, come back next time and see if Psycho Yuri is like picking up all the vibes on Sayori.
I just want our eyes to get all weird again. No, it's not gonna happen.
No, I don't. I can probably live a good happy life without
that. That was my favorite thing in the OG game.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, everybody.